Hey guys! Hopefully some of you are on here this morning. Well, afternoon probably, if you're on the East Coast. How is everybody? Hopefully some people pop on. I'm going to try to do these videos about once a week now. So we'll try to have a new tutorial once a week. And if you comment, you get entered in the giveaway. Okay, so I want to talk about some new shades that we got today. I don't have every new shade yet, but I do have a few that I want to show you, and I want to show you my favorite fall lip combination. And so if you're new to the group, 3D foundation fits in these little compacts, and they're fully customizable. So you'll get a little tin that looks like this, that has the makeup in it, and then they fit in here. So this is our new one. It's called Ascent. And then when you open it up, it's magnetic, it has a little mirror, and this one fits 4, and you can get one as big as this. This is the double decker. So if you want a lot of shades and you really love makeup, you're going to want this one. Most people start with the quad, but I would recommend starting with a double decker, because with the double decker, not the double decker, the HAC stack, because with the HAC stack you get 8. And so then when you want to add in like different lip and cheek colors and everything, then you don't have to keep upgrading your compacts. So these are free with every 4 tins for this one. It would be 8 tins for the HAC stack and so on and so forth. Okay, so let's do a how to hack, because some people are new and they might not know how to do that. So instead of washing our face with one color foundation and taking all the dimension out and then having to add it all back in with layers and layers, with this, you're just going to highlight and contour, and that makes it so we don't have layers and layers, and they are all cream, so it's like a second skin. So I'm going to take this 30-second HAC brush and the pointy end and my highlight color, which is wheat because it's summer, and just go under your eye in like a triangle like this. And so with the color science, do you see how that one like looks a lot brighter? So we're just going to do that to the other eye, and these create a second skin. And because of the color science, you need a lot less makeup than you would with a normal foundation. So if you're having issues, you may be applying too much. Like if you're seeing it crease or anything, you may be applying too much makeup. So I do my whole nose too, because my nose is a different color than the rest of my face. If yours isn't, you don't need to do your whole nose. And play around with it. A lot of people get scared of it, but once you learn your face, in like 3 times you'll get it. Like Crystal left a review the other day that this makeup just gets me, and it's so true. Like, it's really not hard. You do not have to be a makeup person to do this, and it looks really natural. So I'm just doing here. I like to do my highlight first instead of my contour. I've been doing that a lot more lately and liking it a lot better, because then I kind of add in the contour. But you can do it either way. It really doesn't matter. Just personal preference. And I do a piece here. It's so hard to do this in the phone. Okay. All right. And if you want, you can do Stay Spray ahead of time to prime, and I like to just spray it on my perfector sponge and then just dab it all over everything. I did not do that today. Some days I do it, some days I don't. Just depends if I feel like it or not. Get that dark circle good. So just make sure everything is blended, and you kind of want to dab. You don't want to like streak, or you're just going to pull it right off. Okay, and then I even do a little bit on my lids, because, at least for me, because I always wear sunglasses when I'm outside, my lids are like a totally different, they're just like bright white, and then the rest of me is tan. So it looks a lot better if I do a base. Okay. Next, let's do contour. So this is another new shade. This is Astoria. don't know if you can see it. Sorry, the sun's like really bright, as it always is in Arizona. And then use the other side of your 30-second HAC brush. You just need a little bit, but the contours are thicker, so don't be afraid to kind of get in there. I know some people said maybe they weren't like using enough contour, so don't be afraid to get in there a little bit. And then just dab it along. I really like this color. And then of course we're going to blend that. And dab, 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 dab. This is in between olive and indigo, but you have a specific contour color for you. So send me a picture if you haven't already, and then I can color match you and tell you what would look good on you, because we have quite a few contour shades. Okay, so you see how adding that definition in makes such a big difference. And then forehead. And again, we're just dabbing it along, and you're just creating a shadow, so you're framing your face. This really is very easy, honestly. Anybody can do this. It seems complicated, but it's called 30-second HAC brush because you really can do it in 30 seconds. I'm just talking. But I always have about 5 minutes to do my makeup in the mornings, and this is what I do. And the difference with this is that instead of people saying, oh, your makeup looks nice today, they'll say, oh, you look so nice, because it brings out your features and your beauty instead of covering things up. And that's why I love it. And I always go all the way down my neck because my neck has these, see, I have like these weird tan lines because I'm always in my pool. So if I don't do that, it looks very uneven. But you may not have that. So a lot of people stop their contour like right here. So it's totally up to you. And you just want to hug that jawline when you do it and be nice and blended. Okay, so we are contoured. Next, I'm going to contour the nose. So I'm going to take this, and there's a lot of ways to do this. And if you guys want a more detailed version, I can show you a more detailed version. But if you're like, hey, I just want to get out the door, this is an easy way to do it. So I already highlighted my whole nose, like I said, because it's a totally different color than the rest of my face. If yours is not, you don't have to do that. Just kind of play around with it, see what looks good. The nice thing with makeup is it's not like hair where then you're committed for however long. With makeup, you can, you know, just wipe it off. So you want to take this, I have like a little bit on the edge with your contour color, or you can use shadow, which is our specifically a nose contour. And then you just kind of want to go down the side just a little bit. You're just creating a shadow. So just, this is so hard to do on the phone. Down the side to create a shadow. I'm going to get a little more. Okay. So it creates a shadow. And then we take our lighter. I'm going to take a lighter color highlight. So I was using wheat, and I'm going to take Sunlit now with my finger and just right up the center and make sure that you blend it good. Exfoliating is really important too, because I don't know about you, but for me, I get really dry skin on my nose. So you have to make sure you're exfoliating at least once a week. I'm gonna spread, 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 spread. So now, see how that created like that light piece there? So then people only see that the light is brought to that area so that your nose looks smaller. So that's the trick with nose contouring. Okay, so I am going to take, let's see, Rose Gold Illuminator, which is this one right there. And just pop that on the top of my cheekbones just to get a little bit of a glow. And we do have a new one called Glow that I'm excited about. I don't have it yet. So when I get more new shades, I'll do another tutorial with them for you so you guys can see them. Okay, and I'm going to use Rose Gold again a little bit later. Let's move on to eyes. So what I've been liking to do for eyes is use these creams. Because when you use eyeshadows, a lot of the time you have to be very specific with it. And that does not take 5 minutes then. Like a lot of those looks you see on Instagram and everything with cat eyes and all that fun stuff, they're nice and all, but one, they don't work on everybody's eyes. So if you've been trying that and it doesn't work, it's not that you're bad at eyeshadow. Some people's eye shapes just don't work for that. and they don't take 5 minutes. So I found that doing kind of like slept in messy eye looks, but cleaned up, you'll see, look a lot better. So what I'm going to do is take this small end of the Detail HAC brush. Some of you got this. You can use this for your main highlight and contour too. You can just take this end and there, there, or you can use this end for that. And you can use this end for your contour too, or you can use this end for your contour. So all these brushes are very, very versatile. So I'm going to take Indigo. It's like our darkest contour shade. It's a really dark, kind of milky brown color. So even if this isn't your contour shade, it looks so pretty as an eyeshadow. I would highly recommend it because you won't run out of it forever. And it just looks so pretty on, and you can be really messy with it. And I just love it. I use this almost every day. And it will work no matter what eye color you have. Because brown is a neutral. So just go like that. And I'm just going to keep this very, very simple. And then I'm going to take, let's see, the rose gold and put that on top. So that was the one that we did there. So any of the illuminators, pretty much, you can do this with. And you can do it with the lip and cheeks, too. Everything is very versatile. See how pretty that looks? Now it's like a pop of color. So we're going to do that. So that looks pretty. Okay, so now that is done. I'm going to do a little bit of eyeliner. I just have this Maybelline gel liner. So I want to use the Cola contour is what you would get from us. I just don't have it yet. I have to put in an order this week so I can get it. So take either, if you have a black gel liner, or the Cola contour works really good for this. And then you can really just use, this is the eyeshadow everything. Everything's double-ended to make life more simple for you and take up less space. And it has a small end and it has a fluffy end. So you can take this little detailed small end and just get a tiny, tiny bit. You don't need a lot. And then I just smudge it right along the top there. I just like to keep everything very smudgy. To see how that looks? When you keep it smudgy, it's really, really easy. And you can get out the door fast and people will be like, oh, you look so nice today. And you're like, thanks, I did my makeup for 5 minutes, but don't tell them that. Okay? And if you get the Cola, it can fit right in your compact. So literally everything can be in the same compact. And I'm just going to take what's left over on my brush and just bring a little bit under here. You don't want to go too far with it or it won't look good. So just like a little bit. Okay, so that's eyes done. I already have mascara on. I already did my brows just for time's sake because you guys don't always want to watch me do everything. Okay, and the nice thing about creams too on the eyes with using like cream liner and cream everything is that you won't have the fallout of powder. I still do use powder sometimes, and you can use powder on top of these creams. And if you're having creasing issues, use the Vanilla Dust setting powder. Just pop that on top, and that'll keep it from creasing. So feel free to tell me if you're having any of those issues because it's usually a very, very easy fix. Okay, let's move on to another new product, which is the Scarlet blush. It's that one in the middle. It looks very scary and very bright, but honestly, it's not. You can wear it, I promise. This is the B squared. So one side is like very fluffy for powder. The other side is smaller for blush. Thanks, Tab. They are Jamberries because they last me forever, and I haven't found anything else that doesn't damage my nails that lasts that long. Hi, Heidi. Okay, so I'm just going to take a little bit on the small end because it is bright, and then just pop it on. And see, like, you can barely see it. I know you guys have been scared that these blush colors, like, ooh, they're so dark. But like, as you can see, I'm not super dark skinned or anything, obviously. And I can put it on and it looks really pretty. So any skin tone can wear these. You just might want to put on more if you're darker or less if you're lighter. And that comes out really pretty. I love this for fall. Put a little more on. And you can wear as much or as little as you want. It's totally preference. And this can be worn on the lips too. I don't do bright lips a ton. Mostly because I'm a band director, so I'm always playing my flute and things, and then it'll just be, it doesn't work out good. So I don't like to deal with bright lip colors a lot, and also, Tabitha will know, I am a soft color code, so I don't look great in brights. Soft basically just means I have a neutral skin tone, like my hair's blonde, like I'm just kind of medium contrast. But if I had dark hair and lighter skin and I was a higher contrast, then the bright lip would look really, really good. So that's just kind of a thing you can figure out on your own. But, and you can ask me for help too with it if you're not sure. A lot of it is just what you like. Okay, so that is the Scarlet blush. And now I'm going to move on to lips. We're almost done. Like I said, you can do this in 5 minutes, but since I'm talking, it's taking longer. For my lips, I am going to use that same indigo color that we used on our eyes, that milky brown contour, okay? And I'm going to use the eyeshadow everything brush. This is another way this can be used. The pointy little end. I'm going to get like just a little bit. And this is a trick to make your lips look super full. So you're going to take it in the corner. And you're going to kind of like carve out that corner. And you want to do it on both sides. And you can just blend this in with your finger then. It's not going to look scary. If this is too dark for some of you, you can use a lighter contour color too. And then you're just going to outline your lip. Like that. Just kind of drag. This is a time where you can drag it. Just drag it across like you would a lip pencil. And you see how my lip looks so much poutier? And I'll blend this too, but it helps a lot. See how it's like pouty now? And then you want to do the same thing on the top. And just drag it. And if you do too much, you just blend with your finger. I'm only doing a very, very little bit, okay? So that is a trick. If you don't want to get lip filler, do this. Your lips will look way bigger. The milk moisturizing cream really plumps your lips too. Okay, and then I'm going to show you my favorite fall lip combination I've been using a lot, like almost every day, it's 2 of our lip and cheeks. You can mix these, and you can mix them with like your glosses or lipsticks that you have too. They're very versatile. So this is Black Cherry. It's that one there. It looks scary dark, but it's actually kind of like a translucent gloss. So see how that's just like a tint? It's not like, oh my gosh, you have really dark, you know, burgundy lipstick on. It's just like a tint, and it's glossy. So this one, you can actually use this on your eyes. I have, but you don't want to set it with powder. Okay, and you can just use your finger. Super simple. Another thing I like to do is, where'd that go? We have a square compact too that just holds 2. So sometimes I just pop my lip color in there for when I'm at work and stuff. Okay, so that's Black Cherry. And then I'm going to take our new color. This is another new shade, Plum. It's that one there. If you ordered nude, this is just a hair darker and a little bit more purpley. And then I put this on top. And this one is more, it's a little more matte. Okay. See how much bigger my lips look from that? I love that trick. Okay. So that is lips done. And the last thing I'm going to do, because a lot of you have been asking how to do a 2-tone highlight, because I have been recommending 2 colors more. Because most of us, like, okay, for me, my nose is really tan. I get really tan around here and here, but the middle of my face is lighter. So I'm finding that it looks a lot better if you use 2 colors. On most people, you can still use 1. The thing is, it's not really more money out if you get 2 because they just last you twice as long. And honestly, like, okay, this one is maybe like halfway. That's my color. Empty. I got it in May when I moved here, and we're in September and it's still not empty. So I mean, they do last a long, long time. So I am going to take Sunlit, because that is lighter than my shade, which is Wheat, and I get dark circles really bad right here, and Sunlit is very yellow, so it cancels that out. So you can take the small end of the detail hack, or if you have the 30-second, you could just take the pointy end. And I'm just gonna pop that in there and blend it. This also will clean up like any cream eyeshadow that went too low, so that you don't look like you have a black eye. See how much brighter that is already? And I even like to take it up to my nose contour there. And drag a little down the middle still, make sure we're all even there. Okay, so you see the difference, how it brings the light out so much more. And I really am I'm going like this. I'm taking one, I literally just press it in there. Okay, so you do not need, Diva quiet. Mike just came inside, she thinks he's a robber. Like she could actually do anything if somebody broke in. But anyways, okay. All right. So you see like the huge difference that makes. So I would highly recommend, if you don't have two shades, getting a lighter shade to do that with. And you can ask me because everybody's is different. So for me, Sunlit works really well because of the purple I get. But if you're darker than me, Mango, Diva says hi, Tab. She misses you. If you're darker than me, Mango works really well for that. I even can use Mango for that, but I would put it underneath my main color because it's actually darker than my main color. So, okay, I lied, that wasn't the last step. The last step, I'm going to do cream bronzer because I'm going to the aquatic center after this. If you're from the East Coast, basically, here their public pools are awesome. They're like little mini water parks. And it's $1 for the whole family to get in on Sunday. And they have like slides and diving boards and it's great. So we have a birthday party there today. So I want to do bronzer so I look nice. So this is Bella Bronzer, that one up there. You may have heard me talk about this. It's different. I'm just going to take the fluffy end of the B squared and just go like that. You only need a little bit of dab. It's different than contour because it's more brown, whereas contours are more ashy because we're trying to bring the shadow. So this, we're trying to bring warmth. And my body gets like way more tan than my face. See that? So for me, this is like an essential everyday thing. Instead of doing like a darker highlight shade, I use this to even it out. Because then it won't look more yellow, I will just look more tan and brown. And make sure I do my neck because I showed you guys those awful tan lines. And I love how that you see how much more bronze I am already. And like honestly, this tin will last me 95 years. It doesn't even look like I've used it and I've had it for 4 months. So this one I highly recommend. Even like for me, I'll even use it in the winter because my body stays tan. But I think because my face, because I use milk and I exfoliate all the time, it just constantly stays whiter. So, okay. So that's cream bronzer. That's basically the look. Then you can take your Stay Spray. It comes with or without SPF. Shake it up. This will help me out at the pool today. Keep it, if you want an all-day hold, use this. And if you want even more of an all-day hold, use the vanilla dust after. And then you just soak it really good. And it gives you kind of a glow too. Okay, so that's it. That is our final look. If you have questions, feel free to ask. Comment on this video. I will make sure to post it to the group for entries in the giveaway. There's like, what are we, halfway through September already, which is crazy. So, all right, I hope you guys have a good rest of your Sunday. We're excited for the pool because it's still over 100 degrees here. Where's fall? I don't know, but I'm wearing my fall lip and just pretending, so. All right, guys, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.